All right.
That was so fun.
Thank you.
By the way, like, I never want to do any other press unless it's this much fun. This is so cool.
Clip it. My name is Jeremy here with UPROXX, and this is the sound check where music meets tough decisions. Today we have DJ, producer, singer, songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, super talented and overall great guy. Zedd is in the building. Zedd, how are you feeling?
Thank you so much. Those were very kind words. I appreciate it.
I meant all of them. I'm gonna be giving him 2 different sounding songs at a time and having him make some difficult music decisions so that I can understand his music taste well enough that hopefully by the end of the show, I'll be able to guess the one song he wrote down as his lifetime anthem, the song he wants to listen to forever, for the rest of his life. Let's see how it goes. Was it a difficult decision to pick that song?
Yes, it kind of was because there's a lot of music out there that means a lot to me. And picking the best is hard because, in my opinion, music has its moments for certain specific moments in life.
Round 1, 2 of your all-time favorite songs, very different sounding. Which one would you rather listen to?
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo.
That's hard.
I know.
It's really hard. But I do have to go with Queen. I mean, I do think Bohemian Rhapsody is one of the greatest compositions of humanity. I'll go out there. It's genius. It gives me confidence whenever I write music that isn't in a A-B structure. It gives me confidence to go out there and just try different sort of song structures. And Plug and Baby is obviously an amazing song, and so it's hard. But I think I do have to give the point to Queen here.
Where were you when you first heard that song?
Oh man, I was very young. I mean, Queen was on heavy rotation for my dad.
Yeah.
I think a lot of my music taste came from my dad's taste, honestly. And Muse came in later because my brother got really into Muse. So that was just sort of another stage in my life that is incredibly influential. But I think Queen, I was probably like 5 years old when I sort of started hearing secondhand Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to this day, one of the greatest inspirations for me.
I agree. I won't disagree with anything you said there. Okay, these next 2 songs are 2 rock songs.
Okay.
Different sounding. Which one do you like better? Okay.
But I got him where I want him now. Whoa, it was never my intention to brag.
Different size of your personality.
That's right. So I don't know how to choose here. The issue is that Theater, the second song, got me into rock music to begin with. Like this started my own journey. It's like I'm going to go out there and discover my own rock music.
Yeah.
You know, before it was all my dad's influence. And so Theater just has played such an impact on my life through video games too, because that's how I discovered it, through
Yeah.
Gran Turismo. And I think I connected with success of like driving this car and winning the race. And then that song, I have a lot of memories. And Paramore, one of my favorite bands. Musically speaking, I think I would choose Paramore.
Okay.
And also production level, mixing that song in particular. Like I still use that same snare sample to this day. There's a lot of, on the professional side, that I would probably vote for Paramore.
This is informing me because both of your picks so far have been the higher production level,
Fair enough.
the bigger song in terms of like the melodies, the structure. So I'm just paying attention to that, of how you listen to music. Okay, this will tell me a little bit more too. These are 2 heartbreak anthems, but very different sounding, and I know you love both.
Cool.
I gotta carry my cross without you. Nobody ever can.
Oh, that's so hard. See, I'm trying to be as honest as I can be to help you.
Thank you.
But it's hard for me because, similar to the previous example, dance music to me lives in, I'm just going to say 125 BPM to 130 BPM, sort of the type of EDM that I make.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this Avicii song is 134. I could be off by a little bit, but it's quicker than normal.
Yeah.
And I remember specifically, I was in a car listening to the song, realizing it's much faster than your go-to EDM song, and it gave me this sort of courage. Hey, if I ever have a song, I don't have to like move to halftime because I'm faster than my, set limit of 130 BPM, but there's a whole range of production that feels cool on the floor that is quicker than what I'm used to. So, and obviously Avicii is one of the biggest influences in all of electronic music history. Oh, this is so hard, but Jeff Buckley is like...
I know that song too, you said was like a huge...
That's a really special... Yeah, it's a special song for me. I mean, I
Just think about it like this. Let's say just Heartbreak. Are you
Heartbreak.
going?
I mean, I have to give it to Jeff Buckley. It's just his voice is as heartbreaking as things get.
Yeah, it really.
But this is really hard because I love that Avicii song so much.
It's interesting hearing you speak about even just the BPM, because I know when you're going into the studio to record, like you have 17 of these things in your mind. Like, what's the tempo going to be? What's the melody?
Yeah.
But like when you hone it down, what's the most important thing to a hit song when it comes to your production?
I think for me, the most important thing is for a song to have a DNA, for it not to be one of 100,000 other things, but to be special, different in whichever way. Like, for example, Stay, my whole goal was to have a verse that is super wet, lots of reverb, lots of delay. You feel like you're flowing.
Yeah.
And then abruptly, it like sucks the air out of the room and it's so dry and uncomfortable. Uncomfortable on purpose.
Yeah, once that beat drops,
Grabs your attention. You're like, whoa, I'm listening because you made me listen. So I want songs to have sort of an identity. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a beach song if that's the real identity of the song. I just don't like music that doesn't have identity. And I feel like when music is just there to be there, or because a label was like, hey, we still need one more song.
Yeah, we need the
You
hit.
can feel that though.
Yeah.
If it's just it's just there to be there. And I don't like filler songs. To me, I want to differentiate really quick before I say something wrong and get quoted for the rest of my life. A good album isn't 10 hits. A good album has ups and downs, and each song, to go back to what I said, has purpose. Like one song could be the setup for the next song. One song could be a transition to the next song. One song could sort of forget about the high energy. You bring it down in a certain clever way for the next song to be able to shine more. So I'm not saying that every song has to have everything. I just think there has to be purpose to every minute that we musicians release, so that we don't muddy up the music space with nonsense. I just think that if purpose really, especially in conversations where music, is starting to be made by not humans, it's lacking purpose.
Yeah.
We need to keep purpose and intention in music. At least that's how I feel. I could be completely
No,
wrong,
I'm
by the
with
way.
you. I am 100% with you. I think there will be a lot of people who are with you watching that, musicians alike. So, no, that's amazing. Okay, well, these next two are two huge pop songs, very different sounding, but which one is the perfect pop anthem?
Okay.
Just dance, gonna be okay. It's so bright, strawberry champagne on us.
Man, this is so much harder than I thought it would be. Wow. The Bruno Mars jam, God, I appreciate it so much.
I could tell the little things, even like you hit like
The hi-hats.
yeah, you hit a hi-hat with your finger, and I was like, oh, he knows every
No,
note.
I really appreciate it because in terms of musicality, I love nothing more than a really musical song that pushes the boundaries, making it big in the pop world. Because
Yeah.
that's hard. The field is very narrow. There's only a few songs that really make it super big each year. And when a song makes it, and I want to say this is one of the biggest songs of 2016
Yeah,
when
yeah.
that came out, it is so musical. That
Yeah,
bridge
yeah.
is like my favorite bridge.
Yeah, that's when I saw you say the bridge.
Oh, it's so good. I hate that I have to choose, but you asked what's the perfect pop song. So
Yeah.
I will choose Lady Gaga. Song also really influential to me in my early days of like sort of kind of being open to EDM. To me, it's just such a good dance pop crossover.
Yeah.
And I think this is the first like professional a cappella that I've ever gotten my hands on. I've never like I'm hearing all these pop songs on the radio, but I don't really know what's behind it because you know how radio compression
Yeah.
kind of like evens everything out.
Yeah.
And then I heard the a cappella, and there's so much care and love in this a cappella. Like when you listen to it, there's like left right delays, there's phase, there's things moving. It's almost like there's like 30 vocal tracks and they jump from one to the other. And when I heard that, I was like, okay, well, when I'm gonna start working with vocalists, I'm gonna have to put way more care and detail into vocals, and I still do to this day.
And I will say, just so it's on record, you have my two favorite pop EDM crossover songs ever, with Stay and The Middle. Those are my two. Those
Thank
are my
you so
two
much.
favorites. So
Thank you very much. Well,
We're-
you can hear the influence all
Yeah.
over your playlist. See yourself.
Morning Alarm Clock. Which one gets you going more?
One more time.
I have to say, you're really good. Like, you guys are really good at what you're doing, because it's hard to make it so difficult to choose for me.
That one was mean though, because I know both of those are.
Yeah, they're the main contributor to me even sitting on this chair. Obviously, One More Time. That song I saw on MTV, and the video was intriguing. I'm not like into anime. I'm really not into EDM, and there I sit and see this, and I'm into it. So I have to give kudos to something that makes me love something I wasn't able to love before.
And it's still, I've seen you still play it in your sets to this day. It's
Every
like-
single show. I hope I will never forget to play it. But I made my own version of the song because I love it so much, and it's a special moment in my production also. So Morning Alarm, I'm gonna go with Justice, because to this day, it's 2025, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. That's how you know you do a lot when you forget the year. Yeah. Most people are like, "What day is it?" You're like, "What year is it?"
It is to this day still standing all the way at the top of the mountain with best sounding records of all time.
Wow.
That snare is still sampled and used in today's music and in tomorrow's music and probably next decade's music. It's so unbelievably impressively produced and mixed and mastered. I actually want to say that the mastering is part of the reason it sounds like a punch in the face.
Yeah.
And what's going to wake you up better in the morning
Than
than
that.
a punch in the face? So,
Yeah. But the one through line I have so far that I'm holding on to, and hopefully I'm not holding on to the wrong thing, is the production level and just like how full sounding a song is, from the melody to the synth to every instrument. So I'm paying attention to how much you love
I mean,
the totality of songs.
you know, my answers are due to your questions. So,
Hey,
yeah.
I'll take that. Okay. All right. This next round, these were the first two rappers, in my opinion, to really take EDM into a mainstream hit. There were other people that use it, but these two were definitely defining moments. So which rap song that infuses EDM would you rather listen to?
I just wanna let it go for the night. B-boy, I'm a black boy, I'm a D-boy, I'm a hot boy.
this one's a little easier for me.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the first one. I think mainly, no pun intended, but I have memories of this song sort of being everywhere. I grew up in Germany, so
Yeah.
I feel like our charts probably were a little bit different than what they are here, but that song is like that good vibe. It makes me smile right away.
Yeah.
And there's some real magic to it that I can't even put into, like, I can't explain why it makes me happy to hear that. It's just a good feeling. Respectfully, that the second example is obviously a phenomenal production.
Yeah.
But I feel like we've just had a lot of production. I also want to paint the other side.
Yeah,
which is like, it's more than just production. I think production is really important because it shows how much a musician cares. But there's magic to songs, and to me, memories just. In fact, I'm gonna play it at my next show because you played it for me just now.
So listen, whoever's at this show, you're welcome for the memories. No pun intended. We did that for you. Okay, I'm down.
Yeah, so this is a song that makes me immediately think, man, I want other people to feel the way I just felt when I heard it. Like,
Yeah,
happy and hyped.
it's really hard to have a bad night listening to that song.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it
amazing.
comes on in the
But I will also, give the other side the benefit of the doubt that obviously the production is phenomenal.
yes.
And just it's more of a pristine, high quality product. But sometimes it's not all about the glamour and spice and sparkle, but what's underneath.
Okay,
it.
Cudi,
Yeah.
if you want to get back into the EDM space.
I'm very easy to find.
You do, it's funny, you do like infuse rap into a lot of your sets. I know there's like, you had Humble in a recent set, you played Drake. Is there like a rapper that you connect with the most musically right now, or any hip hop song that you love right now?
I'll be the first to say that I'm no hip hop expert at all, and I'm probably the least qualified person to sort of judge hip hop. I think, to me, as somebody who doesn't listen to much hip hop at all, Kendrick Lamar has always been an artist that I've sort of loved and appreciated the attention to detail to, and that goes beyond the music. I remember watching him. We were at an award show, and he was doing this sort of longer rap part where he was sort of naming, like, I think, friends and parts of his family. It was a long time ago, but every single name he dropped had like one shot of pyro.
Yeah, he cares about the
And like,
performance.
I love that. I love the attention to detail. I love the whole package. And to me, Kendrick just always kind of stood out as somebody who really cares about what he does and isn't just doing it to do it. So, probably would be if I had to choose a rapper in the world to work with right now, I'd probably choose Kendrick.
He'd be a great rapper to work with right now. I'm just saying. He would be.
Even without all the drama.
No,
just
he's
strictly musically speaking.
Yeah.
I'm not part of
He's
any
like,
drama.
I don't want any rap beef, just so you
I
know.
want no beef
Zedd,
with anyone.
don't make the headline that Zedd enters the rap beef. He's outside of it. Okay,
No
he doesn't
beef.
want any part. No
Only,
beef.
only for lunch.
No beef. Classic guitar riffs, and I know you're an instrumentalist as well, so you appreciate that, but also too your favorites potentially. So.
God, this is so much fun. I want every interview to be
Yeah,
this
can we
fun.
listen to music in every interview?
Can you guys hear it or no?
No, they are
what a-
looking at us like we're crazy. They're like, I don't know
Oh.
what they're seeing.
Oh, woo. Okay. Well, I think "Smoke on the Water" is probably one of my favorite songs of my dad's.
Yeah.
So there's a special connection there. George Benson. I mean, I think best of instrumentals. It's this yellow, orange, brown looking album is my most listened to album of my life.
Wow.
No words there, just instrumentals. So I don't know. I'm a little bit biased. That's so hard. I will actually go with "Smoke on the Water" because
Okay.
I love George Benson so much. Like I said,
Yeah.
probably my most listened to album of all time. But "Smoke on the Water" has like a major developmental part to me as a human being, and very early in my childhood was a big influence. So I think I'm gonna lean that direction.
Richie Blackmore, legend.
So one of my dad's favorite guitarists. So there's just so much to that.
My brain is now gonna work. We put your
I'm
brain to the
scared
test.
now. I'm scared.
We're at the part of the show where I have to guess what Zedd wrote down on a piece of paper as his lifetime anthem. I was handed that song and a second song by production that was trying to trick me. And I was handed both songs without knowing which one was really Zedd's. So based on his answers throughout the show, I now have to guess which one was really his. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so bet quickly. If I get it right, you gotta call somebody and basically be like, hey, I had a great time, which you don't have to lie about that because I think you had a good time.
Yeah.
And you should come do the show whenever you're in LA next, okay?
Easy. I would love to do that either way.
But if I lose, then you get to decide what my punishment it is. It could be me.
Cold plunge.
Oh, I have to cold plunge?
No, I mean, I'm open to other punishments.
Okay.
Let's see if you get it right
Okay, yeah.
first.
Hopefully it doesn't have to come to that, but all right.
All the holes but one succumb in life set free.
It's tearing me apart.
So I'm simply basing it off what you said, your answers with Queen and a few of those songs where you like loved how they went in a bunch of different directions and it wasn't necessarily like just the song but the structure of the song and all of these different emotions. And that one too, it's like you still walk away feeling happy but you probably could cry to the beginning. So I am rolling with Silverchair. Let's go!
Well, that makes me feel better about my explanations. Thank you for guessing
you
it.
made sense. Okay, first of all, why that song? Why does that mean so much to you?
This is everything that inspires me in music. The beginning is like an unbelievably beautiful chord progression. It's really emotional vocals. It's beautiful orchestration. My whole new album, Telos, is orchestrated because of Silverchair. Like, I don't think I would have ever had the idea, hey, why don't I throw something that belongs usually in classical music and throw it all over dance music? I just wouldn't, again, have that courage, right? I think of our brains like AIs.
Yeah.
The more input we have, the more we're able to create. And this just gives me infinite input. Like, I could listen to this any day and write a new song right after. Because it's a journey. Musically, just probably my favorite song ever. If I was
had to pick one.
forced to pick one, it just has everything. It has the feel good, has the crying,
Yeah.
it has the gorgeous orchestration,
That part.
unbelievable chord progressions.
Hey, where did you find it? Like, how did you even listen to it for the first time?
I was in my rock phase, and my brother and I had a band called Diorama.
Yeah.
We were Dioramic, based on Diorama, which is the previous album.
Yeah.
And still to this day, like the moment his voice comes in,
Yeah.
like it immediately makes me want to make music. And that's so powerful to have music that you can listen to and it immediately makes you want to
Inspires.
create and inspire others.
Yeah.
That to me is the purpose of music and the soul that lies within amazing art.
what is your purpose and your intention with the upcoming music and the music that you've been working on? Do you go into the studio every day thinking like, I want to do this, or this is what I want to give the world? Is it more letting inspiration come to you?
No, I honestly prefer to go into the studio with like an idea of what I'm going to do that day. I don't really like just like randomly playing. And sometimes I do when there's just nothing on my plate and I don't know what my next step is. Then I will just play and have a piano in my room. So that's where I usually just have time to kill. I'm just going to go and play.
Yeah.
But I like to go in the studio and purposefully create something. To me, Telos was like, what I was trying to do with it is to make people feel what I feel when I hear this. Where it's like, I'm taking you on a journey. It's not necessarily expected. And it's also very dense. Like you jumped and all of a sudden, you're like,
That's what I was like,
where
wait,
am I now?
where are we? Yeah.
You know, my album feels to me the same way. It's
Yeah.
all my inspirations, all my heroes. They made me feel so much throughout my life, and they made me create the music I create today. My dream would be that my album does that to others and sort of opens the door a little wider on EDM, brings a bunch of influences in. And my next project, I can't officially say anything about yet.
Yeah.
But I think when I announce it, you guys can go and listen to this, and it will make a lot more sense.
Okay, you heard it here. I'm very excited for the new music, and also I like to give people their flowers. Thank you so much for everything you've put into the world. I know
Thank you, man.
there are people watching, and myself included, that have heard your music and is like, wow, this is life changing to some degree.
Wow,
So
thank you so much for saying that. That means a lot.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother.
All right,
That was so fun.
thank you.
By the way, like, I never want to do any other press unless it's this much fun. This is so cool.
Clip it. No, that's amazing. Who are we calling though? It could be whoever you think would enjoy it. I mean,
I mean, honestly, I'll tell you, any musician that like I know that I respect would love this. This is like genuinely what we love doing. We love hearing music.
amazing.
This is pure inspiration back to us.
That's amazing.
Could be let's see, could be B, could be John Mayer.
Oh, John Mayer's my goat. He's literally my, like, maybe my top one. Like, you don't understand. Like, I'm a stan.
Really?
I actually was mad I didn't play any John Mayer for you today.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean,
you
you
tell
could've
them.
done-
I was
it
like,
would've-
how do we get John Mayer in here?
It would have definitely made sense with the sort of music.
Oh.
This was like my goats right there. If not, we'll leave a voicemail.
Yeah, okay. Wonder what the answer was.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach
you
is
wanna
not
leave?
available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
John, hey, I'm sorry to call you out of the blue. I'm in the middle of doing, it's not even an interview. It's almost like a game show. It's called Soundcheck with UPROXX, right?
Yeah.
And it's the most fun I've ever had doing press. And I'm sure you feel the same way about press, the way I feel about press. And so I just finished this, and I just wanted to sort of invite you to be a guest here. I'll tell you more about it later, but yeah, just wanted to send my recommendation. And there's a bunch of people listening to me too, but I really do mean it. I wouldn't say it if I didn't. So yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.
That was enough for me. Thank you. There you have it. That was the sound check. That was a great episode. That was fun, and I'm not just saying that because I won, and I'm also not just saying that, but I'm partially saying that because he did leave a voicemail for John Mayer. I saw the phone. It said his name. Okay, so John, if you're watching this, we'd obviously love to have you on the show. You're my goat. You're one of my, I said you're the only non-hip-hop artist in my top 5 artists of all time, so we'd love to have you on the show. If you are watching this and you want to see more episodes, we got a lot of them, okay? A lot of different variation in music taste and artists. Hit the like, hit the like button too, but hit the link right here if you want to watch more, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.